So comprehensions, we have two types of comprehensions. Okay, list comprehension and dictionary comprehension. Okay. So in the previous sections we discussed about conditional statements, looping statements, how we can use the break, pass, continue, and while loop, for loop. Along with that, conditions, how we can apply if, else, elif conditions. Correct. So now with list comprehension and dictionary comprehension, we can achieve okay. So generally, what is a list? It is contains elements. It is a mutable data type. Correct. Now I have a small example here. I have a list. Okay. Now I want to find only even numbers from this list. How we can do that? For I in L. So here I am iterating with for loop. I'm checking the condition if I percentile modulus 2 equals to 0. If condition, if this condition is true, this value will become a even number. Correct? Is it correct? Okay. So if I run this one, what are the values it will print?
Two, four, six.
Okay. So it will print 2, 4, 6 line by line. Correct. Let's run this one. 2, 4, 6. Now my requirement is that I want a list. It contains only even numbers from above list. So what we can do now? So I can declare one more list, L2 empty list. So which method we can use to add the values into the list? L2 dot append of
Append.
So append method, what it will do? It will add the value at the end of list. Okay. So already we discussed about all these methods. Okay. So who joined today recently, I will give the backup classes, evening sessions. Okay. What are the data types we have, how those methods will work, and what are the sessions we discussed earlier, I will give the backup as well. Okay. So here, whenever we have the even number I, that even number is going to append into the list L2. Okay. List L2. So if I print list L2, does it contain all the values? Correct. Okay, let's run this one. You can see 2, 4, 6. We have 2, 4, 6 in a list. Now the same thing I want to do it in a single line. How many lines are we have written for this to get this list? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines are there. Now I want to write in a single line to get these even numbers. Okay. Let's say by using list comprehension, we can write in a single line expressions. By using list comprehension, we can write single line expressions. Yes, it is very important. List comprehension and dictionary comprehension. Most of the time during the interview and real time, we are going to use these statements because these are very commonly used and memory efficient. Okay. So what is the syntax for list comprehension? So generally list comprehension, it will return the list. It will return the list. Okay, let's say I want to store a list. General syntax for list components and square brackets. Here we can write the return value, return val. It's a val, and we can use the for loop for val in any sequence. It may be string, it may be list, it may be dictionary, set, anything we can use sequences. Okay, so this is the general syntax. If I want to use the conditions, we can use if condition. Okay, like this. Okay, let's see the with examples. Okay, L3 I for I in L. Okay, so here L3 what it contains, whatever the values we have in L, all those values will be coming to the L3. Okay, simply just we are getting all those values into the L3. What about this L4? What it contains? It is contains squares of those numbers, I into I. Okay, so we have L 1 to 6, 1 to 6. So L4, so L3 will have the same values. L4 what it contains? 1 square 1, 1 into 1 1, 2 into 2 4, 3 into 3 9, 4 into 4 16, 5 into 5 25, 6 into 6 36. These values will be stored into the list, because whatever the value we will write here, this is the return value and it is going to be stored in the list. Here in this case just we simply used I. In this case just we are using I into I. So it will multiply the same value and store into the L4. Okay. Now this time I plus 1. So what it will store? So what would be the output?
1 plus 1. 4 plus.
2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4.
Okay.
Like that.
Whatever the value we have, that value is doing addition with 1. Okay. So it will print 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now from these values, this time I'm going to use if conditions. If condition. Okay. So here, if condition, what is the syntax? If I percentile by 2 equals to 0. This time only it will return the values which is even numbers. Okay. So for I in L, if I modulus 2 equals to 0, whenever there is a condition, if it is satisfied, it will return the I value. Otherwise, it won't return anything. Okay. So in this case, just it will return 2 4 6. Okay. Let's print all these values. Print L3, L4, L5, L6. Okay. Let's run. See, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, because L3 just simply storing those values. L4 multiplying with the same value, 1 4 9 16 25, and this value 2 3 4 5 6 7, and even numbers 2 4 7, sorry, 2 4 6. If I want to get the odd numbers, what will be the change I need to make it?
Equal to 1.
Okay, equals to 1. Okay, what else we can do? If I want to change the operator itself, which operator we can use?
Not equals to.
not equals to we can use. Okay, we can use not equals to 0. It will return the odd numbers. Okay, so this is the way we can use the list comprehension. Okay, anyone have any doubts up to this point with the list comprehension?
No, Mata.
So now if we have, so this time only we have used if condition. What about else statement? Where how we can use the else statement? Okay, let's see. So this is quite different syntax. So when we have only single condition, we can use like this. If we have if also, let's see how we have to write it. Right. So when we have multiple conditions, first we have to write the condition, then need to iterate the values. So here, let's say this time I'm going to write even. Okay, even for condition if I modulus 2 equals to 0, else odd. Instead of printing values, I'm printing the for I. Okay, like this. So here when we have multiple statements, if and else. So whenever condition is true, if statement, it will give the even. Whenever condition is false, it will give the odd. Okay. Then after that we can iterate the loop. Clear? So here this time it will store the values even odd. Okay, based on the values. So when we have multiple conditions, if else, first it will return the if condition value. After that else value, then for loop. Okay. So generally when we don't have any condition, first return value, then for loop. When we have multiple if else, we can use first if condition, then else, after that for loop. Okay, this is the different slight different syntax for list comprehension with if else. Okay, let's print it. What we can see, odd even. Okay, now not only with strings we can not only with the list, we can do with other data types also, whatever the sequences we have, like string, tuple, list, dictionary, sets. With them also we can play, we can do all these kind of operations. Let's say I have a string. Let's say I have a string. Okay, so here I want to get only vowel numbers, vowel characters. How I can do that? By using list comprehension. Okay, so generally without list comprehension, how we can achieve?
For I in S.
Okay, so if I use without list comprehension, we can iterate with for loop for I in S. If I
I
in
in A I
A,
will.
E, I, O, U. Okay, these are the vowels, right? Print I. Okay, let's run this one. Let me comment at all these things. What type of comments it is? single line comments. Okay, let's run this one. See, these are the vowels we have. O, A, U, O, right? Only these characters are the vowels. Now, I don't want like this. I want to store it in a list. What we can do? Again, we need to append, we can declare an empty list and we can append to the list. Instead of that, I'm going to use the list comprehension. Okay. List comprehension. Let's say vowels list. Okay. So what is the syntax we can use? First return value, right? When we have single condition, if condition only, I for I in yes. What is the condition? If I in AEIOU. Okay. So what type of operator in is?
Identity one.
Okay. Identity operator. Now here, if you see, if I print vowels list, it will only contains all the vowels. See, vowels. Okay. So this is the way we can play around with strings also. Now, even if we have multiple conditions, how we can apply? So even we can use nested expressions like if condition else, again conditions and all. But it is not suggestible to use multiple conditions more than if else because it's quite complicated. Okay. Even we can use nested conditional expressions like if else like that, but it is not suggestible. Okay. Now, in the same manner, we can use dictionary comprehensions. We can use dictionary comprehensions. Okay. What is a dictionary? Dictionary can contain key value pairs. Okay. And key should be unique. Key, it won't allow any duplicates. Okay. Now, so if I take, okay, again a list. This is my list. I want a expected output dictionary. This is the what is the syntax for dictionary?
Key pair value pairs.
Value pairs, right? So my key should be value, whatever we have in the list. Okay, key is 1 and squares of that value is value. Okay, like this 2, 4, 3, 9. Can we do it? 4, 16. Okay, this is the expected output. Okay, how many ways we can do it? Okay, you already aware about dictionary methods like update, and there are 2 types of values we can update, and we can iterate over the for loop. Let's say first we can take a empty dictionary. Okay, for I in L D of I equals to I into I. That's it, na? Is it correct?
Yes.
So just we are I is the key and assigning the value I into I. Okay. Sorry. Let's run. See, this is the expected output. Okay. Now the same thing I need to do it by dictionary comprehension. How we can do that? The same syntax. This time we are going to use curly braces. And here, what is the value, return value is, that should be in a key value format like this. Okay. I colon I into I. That means this is the dictionary syntax, right? curly braces and colon separated. Okay, for I in L, that's it. See, in a single line we are able to write the dictionary. This we can call as a dictionary comprehension. Okay, let's run. We got the same output. Okay, so this is the dictionary comprehension in the same, quite similar to list comprehension, but the only difference is we have to provide the values in such a way key value pair. Okay, now if I want to get only even numbers values, then what would be the change we can make? We can provide the if condition. If I modulus 2 equals to 0, those values only it will get it. Okay, 2 4, let's see, 2 4. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we have a string, right? So I want to get the count of each character. Count of each character. How we can do that? Count of each character. For example, how many times are there? 1, 2 times. So my expected output should be M2. What about S? 1, 2 times is there. Yes, 2. Like this. Is it possible to do it by using dictionary comprehension? N 1, 2, 3, 4 times is there. N 4. Is it possible like this to get the values under? Okay. So how to get the character occurrences in a string?
By
For
using
loop.
count, sir.
So which method is useful?
Count methods.
Count method we can use. Correct. Let's say. So count method, it will return the each character count, okay, occurrences of the character count. Let's say D. So here first character is the key. Number of occurrences is the value. S dot count of I for I in yes. Okay. So most of the time, most commonly asked question, this one. Take any string. I want to get the output like this. Either you can go for dictionary comprehension. Okay. So even while explaining also, we have to say that I'm using dictionary comprehension. I'm iterating with for loop for I in S, and I'm getting the count key as a value, key as a I, and value as a count of I. Like that, we have to explain. Okay. So here, if I print the D, you will get the expected output. M2, S2, N4, space 3 times is there, for P 1 time, like this. Okay. So this is the way we can use the dictionary comprehension. If I want to get only vowels from this, how we can do that? Again, we can use the condition. If I in A I O U, okay, it will print only vowels. See, vowels, O 3 times, A 2 times, U 1 time, I 2 times, E 1 time, like this. Okay. Is it clear to everyone, like how we can use the list comprehension and dictionary comprehension? What is the purpose?
Yes, sir.
So this question must and should question, like get the character occurrence count as a key as a character and value as a count. So sometimes they will ask multiple ways. So one way we can do like this, dictionary comprehension. Another one also we can do it by using for loop, iterating it and update the count. Okay. So let me write that one as well. you can take empty dictionary. So for I in S, if I not in D2, so what it will check? Not in D2, what it will check? In dictionary D2 only, it will check the keys only, right? If I not in D dot keys, what it will do? It will update the key. Okay. 1. Okay, first time when we don't have any key inside this D2, it will add the key and it will update the value as 1. Else, if it is already there, what we have to update? Val equals to D2 of I plus 1. Okay, and D2 of I equals to val, like this. Just we are using all these operators like plus, equal, plus, and assigning the values. Let's print it. You can see the same output. Okay, so this is without using dictionary comprehension, we can use it. Is there any complex thing in this code?